You know, what a blessing and an honor to have a lieutenant governor who's also a veteran, isn't it? Let's give him a round of applause. You know, I wanted to introduce tonight, I've got two of my cabinet secretaries with us tonight. One of them is Greg Whitlock, who's our Secretary of Veterans Affairs here in the state of South Dakota. Greg, where'd you go? Right there, stand up. Stand up, Greg. Greg, both hands. Both hands. Both hands and 1 foot. Both hands and 2 feet. There we go. I love it. That's fantastic. I also have my Secretary of Tribal Affairs is here this evening, Dave Flute. Dave, where'd you go? There he is. Dave's veteran as well. So both of these men are veterans, honorably served to defend this country as well. I'm very proud of them. We've got many veterans that are working in state government and leadership positions, and it's wonderful to have that perspective in every single thing that we do and every policy that we pursue. South Dakota is the best place for a veteran to be, to start businesses, to buy a home, to go to college. We have the most benefits to help those individuals be successful. We have very, very proud of our state veterans home that we have out in Hot Springs as well. They give our veterans a place to be together, even in their later years in life. And we also have the state that has the most national awards for our National Guard that they have brought home to our standard service veterans as well. In fact, since 2014, we've brought home some of the top honors and awards at the National Guard, saying that we have the finest units in the nation right here. I tell people all the time, no matter where we go in the country, people are talking about the fact that wherever you send the National Guard, that they complete their mission with excellence. Since I've been governor, we've had the National Guard activated every single day. I've not had a day in office where we didn't have our National Guard activated somewhere. So they've been deployed overseas, they've gone to the Horn of Africa, to the Middle East. They're deployed right now at our southern border, protecting us and working with Border Patrol. I wish our president would help us out with that a little bit, but they also are serving right now at Guantanamo, at Gitmo, working with the world's most dangerous individuals. And so we're always praying for wisdom and discernment and safety while they're doing that job as well. But they also were activated in 2019 in response to the bomb cyclone and the flooding that declared and ended up with 63 of our 66 counties becoming federal disaster areas. The pandemic, they reused their resources to help respond and take care of people, and they also have been incredibly powerful at helping us in our communities after the derecho hit the state earlier this year as well. Our National Guard can do and will do anything to support our communities, and I'm just so proud of them. We recently, just this week, a couple days ago, broke ground on the new Readiness Center that's going to be right here in Sioux Falls. It's a $21 million Readiness Center that will give our units an opportunity to train in the finest facilities with all the equipment that they need to be prepared for whatever they may face in the coming days ahead. We named that Readiness Center after Brigadier General Dean Mann. He signed up, do you know him? He's fantastic. He signed up at the age of 17 years old, enlisted in the military, and served in many, many leadership positions for 33 years. What's incredible to me is as soon as he retired, he kept serving his communities. In fact, he directed the Howard Wood Relays and Track for over 60 years in the state of South Dakota. Kept working with our youth and teaching them leadership. So we have so many people here tonight that have incredible stories. I never was a veteran. My dad was a veteran, and he served. And I wish I would have asked him more questions when he was alive. We all have people in our lives that we don't like to talk about hard stuff, but I want every veteran in this room to realize that your stories are what teach the younger generation to appreciate this country. I know that it's hard, but our kids and grandkids need to know what makes America special. They need to know that this was the greatest experiment in human history, what our founders gave us, and that freedom has to be fought for every single day. There's things that we face every day that we get scared of. In fact, the last couple of years, I've watched as the media used fear to control people, and how people will use fear to promote an agenda. And I just got handed this book tonight from Brian, who runs the Alliance Center. He's executive director, but I was flipping through it after he gave it to me. It's called The Hero Code, and I was wondering, well, the Hero Code, don't we all need that? Opened it up, and I just wanted to read one little piece to you. Is that okay? And now I'm going to introduce our special speaker. It was interesting to me, and literally within the first, 30 seconds, this caught my eye. Sorry, I'm old, so I need my glasses. I'm a grandma now. I don't know if you guys know that, but I'm a grandma. Did you hear that? Yes. I have another one coming in January. Yeah, so Cassidy's having number 2. It's a little boy, so we're pretty excited. Miss Addie is a year and a half now. I'm sorry, now I got distracted onto my grandchildren. Miss Addie's a year and a half, and yes, she does have a rifle. She does have a shotgun already. And she's got a pony named Sparkle. So we've got it all covered. That kid's going to turn out. All right, I'm going to move into my story. Legend has it that during the battle for Texas independence, Colonel William B. Travis pulled out his saber and drew a line in the sand at the feet of the men defending the Alamo. He told the men that their death at the hands of Mexican General Santa Anna's army was almost certain. Any man wishing to leave the fort could do so, but those who wanted to stay and fight, they should take one step forward, one step over the line in the sand. Now, while politicians, historians, and well-meaning people on both sides may debate the righteousness of the battle, no one can dispute the courage of the men who stayed and their impact on the future of America. We all have our lines in the sand, those fears that keep us from being courageous. But all you have to do to overcome those fears, those obstacles, those challenges in your life is to take one step forward, just one. Take one step forward and get on the helicopter. Take one step forward and talk to a doctor. Take one step forward and fight injustice. Take one step forward and challenge the bullies. Take one step forward and face your inner demons. And if you take that one step forward, you will find the courage that you seek, the courage necessary to overcome your fears and be the hero that you long to be. The Hero Code, it is a pledge that says, I will always strive to be courageous, to take one step forward as I confront my fears. You did that for us, and you kept this country great. And there's times that this country and other people are going to watch you to see how we continue to deal with fear. I lean consistently on the scripture verse that says, for God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. Keep taking that one step forward, no matter what it is in the future, what you're doing today that may scare you, concern you, make you nervous. Those men, they took one step forward over that line, and we've got the greatest country on the face of the earth because of their part and many other people's parts at different times that defended our freedom. Let's not lose it on our watch. Is it a deal? Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. Now, I have the privilege to introduce a friend of mine. We went hunting together one day and we both sucked. I think we had 40-mile-an-hour winds, and we were out there, and there was TV cameras rolling, and we both missed every single bird we'd ever seen, and we were so humiliated and embarrassed that at one time I turned to the TV camera crew and I said, don't you dare show that. He's a man who served honorably this country. 12 years ago, he was engaged in a situation where he hit an IED and had an incredible injury, but he has used that to move forward and continue to fight for veterans every day through an organization that he created called the Boot Campaign. Please welcome a warrior, a hero, and my friend, Marine Staff Sergeant Johnny Joey Jones to the stage to share with you.